welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Janelle and I do all things budgeting, so don't forget to like this video. Today we're going to be closing out my 2020 goals to see what I accomplished and what I didn't accomplish and whether I had a good year or not, right? So let's just jump right on into it. I have my little goal sheets right here with everything that I wrote down at the beginning of or at the end of 2019 for what I wanted to be able to accomplish for 2020. So I'm just going to go over what I wrote and then what I accomplished. And if I remember when I actually accomplished some of these, I started off in one binder at the beginning of this year and ended out in a happy planner system towards the end of the year. So I just tried to remember to keep some of the stuff that I knew that I was going to need to record very close to me, since a lot of my planner stuff, they are still sort of packed up. So I had, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I had 12 goals that I wanted to accomplish in 2020. So let's see how I did. So the first one was get rid of small credit card debt. So going into 2020, I did have a few dollars on a couple of my cards. I'm not gonna say a few dollars, but I had a good $100 or so on a few of my cards that I wanted to just make sure that I closed out and didn't have to worry about that. And I do want to say, you guys, that I was able to accomplish that. I don't know what date it was, but I did clear out everything. I think out of one card, which was my Wells Fargo card, for maybe like a month or two, I had received like interest charges, but the remainder of my cards for the entire year, I have not received any interest charges. So I am very proud of myself, and I am trying to accomplish that going into 2021, because I do have some credit card debt sort of that I'll be taking into 2021 with me, and my goal is to have that paid off before any interest is charged and I have to pay for that. So we'll see how that goes, so stay tuned for that. The second one was to complete my emergency fund, and originally I wanted to complete it by June, but I did complete it on March 7th, which was really awesome. And I want to say part of that was because we had got the $1,200 like stimulus check, and so I was able to put some of that towards my emergency funds and have that taken care of. I did eventually have to use my emergency funds back in August to pay off some bills so that we could have this beautiful house that we have, and for me to be in this beautiful room that I'm in now. But I don't regret it for a bit, and I am back on the grind to go ahead and get my emergency fund back and set up. The next one was restarting my sinking funds, which I did successfully do that, and I was able to fund my little Christmas that I had with the little things that I did do for Christmas, for cart maintenance, anything that I needed for my car this year. I was able to pretty much pay it out of my sinking funds. I had a closed sinking funds, a fund sinking funds, and they were able to cover some things that I did later on in the year. So I did very well with my sinking funds and look forward to going ahead and stuffing them and keep it going for 2021. So that was definitely a huge goal for me that I'm very proud that I was able to go ahead and keep. Because in 2019, as I was paying down debt, I kind of got rid of my sinking funds, and I thought about doing it in 2021 so that I can hurry up and pay off this debt, but I told myself I will not cheat myself. I will save and figure out another way to pay off my small little debt. So I am not going to skim myself off of my sinking funds and savings. I am going to continue to put money in there, but it is going to be a smaller amount than what I project that I want to do until my credit cards have been paid off. And then once I pay off my car, then you'll see larger amounts of money going into savings, sinking funds, and investments. So very happy that I was able to do that. I also put no spends. Not sure my thought process. I was doing very well as we got closer to our buying our home, and once we got our home, I did do a lot of spending. So I think it kind of evens out. It makes sense that when you buy a house, you're going to be doing a lot of spending. So I am not going to punish myself for that. But I do believe, for the most part, throughout the year, I was able to kind of keep my spending within. I never overspent to where I started to have like debt on my credit cards that were rolling over or anything like that. So I think in that sense, with my no spends, I did pretty well. Going into 2021, I do still want to keep away from just like these random miscellaneous spending. I know it won't be 100% because there are so much things that we still need to buy for our home, but I do just want to be conscious about what I am purchasing, and if I can save for it or take it out of my home sinking funds, then that is always better than nothing. The second one was save 500 for home by February/March. So that did not happen at all. However, I did save almost $5,000 to purchase my home. So I think that I still sort of kind of fulfilled it, but just not in the time frame, and saved a whole lot more. But I am going to say that based on what I wrote on this paper and needing to accomplish, I did not do that. We didn't end up buying a home in February or March anyways, and the reason I had put $500 was because initially we were going to put $1,000 down as earnest money for our home, and I was going to do half and my partner was going to do half. So that never ended up happening, and the minute that I knew we weren't going to get a house, at that time, I just went ahead and did away with that and started paying on my car and doing other things and saving for other things. So I'm not too hurt on that. The next one was open an IRA. I did not even, I think I started saving for an IRA, and then after that it was just no. So did not happen, but I've already opened up an account with Acorns to start an IRA there, and we'll probably open up another one later on next year or so, but I did already open up the account. I just need to start putting money in there. So I'm well on my way to being able to accomplish that for 2021. And then my next one was I wanted to start a small savings. Yes, I did accomplish that. I think as of today, I have about like $350 maybe. I may be off by some dollars or so, but around $350 in savings. I don't think I had to. No, I think I did touch my savings maybe once or twice, but I can say that I do have a small savings and plan to build that up some more in 2021. So I was able to accomplish that goal. The next one was have a Christmas fund. Oh, I felt so good, you guys, because I did have a Christmas fund. I think I had just around $500, which is what I was kind of planning to have this year anyways. And I think I was just like a tad bit underneath. I did use it for some other stuff and whatnot, but I did have a Christmas fund. I was able to use it for Christmas, and I think that was a check and a good for me. I wanted to continue to build my credit. Y'all, I did a very good job of building my credit, especially during the housing time. I raised my credit score like 184 points, so I was in the 700s when we bought our home. And it did take a little bit of a nosedive. Because I ended up getting 2 credit cards. I got, well, 3 actually, because when we went to go get our furniture from Ashley's Furniture, when they run your credit, they run you for 2 credit cards. So I got approved for 2 credit cards, and I have 2 credit cards on my credit now. I do want to go ahead and actually close one of them because I don't need both of them. And then I'm just going to pay off the other one, and then I'm just going to think whether or not I'm going to keep it or not, because I'm not going to be buying furniture every year or so. But I did get a promotion of 60 months free. So I am just thinking that as long as I'm making these payments on there, it keeps the card in like good standing for the next 5 years. And then maybe at that time I'll need to purchase something again. But for right now, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those. But then I did get a PayPal MasterCard, and that card was only really intriguing to me because one, it was 2% cash back on everything, and then it had no foreign transaction fees. All of my other credit cards have those, and we do plan on going out of the country, hopefully if all goes well, next year for my 30th birthday. And so I wanted to have a credit card that had a no transaction fee so that we didn't have to pay extra whenever we were out. So that was the only reason why. So it took a little bit of a drop, and then I know once my actual mortgage hits my credit, it will also then take another little drop. But then I am looking forward to just going nothing but up from there, because I'm not taking anything else out in my name for a while. And so we'll see how that goes, and I'll keep you guys up to date. But I definitely did continue and definitely built my credit over the last 4 months or so. Lastly, not lastly, but one more thing was I wanted to make more money. So my job is a little bit demanding in the sense of like I can't just go and pick up like another job necessarily and work to kind of make extra money. I try to use my Ibotta apps and things of that sort to make extra couple of dollars. It doesn't make a huge difference, but it's something better than nothing. And then also with that, I was able to just overall make more money. So I started off with one job and ended up with another job, and I made almost maybe 10 grand more than what I would have made at my old job. So I'm proud of myself there. I made more money, and I made it in commissions. So that is my goal going into 2021, is to just continue to push and make that extra money in commissions so that I can make even more money next year. And I'm still thinking of whether or not I can figure out a way to kind of make other money elsewhere. So if you guys have any ideas, please drop them in the comments down below. I am very interested in something that doesn't require too much of my time, but I can still make a few bucks here and there. I wanted to starting to pay off my car. I definitely went way past beginning to start to pay off my car. I paid off a huge chunk, because I want to say at the beginning of the year I was at like $13,000, and as I'm doing this video I'm at like $4,100. I did have to pause while I was saving for a house, but if I didn't have to save for a house, that car would have definitely been paid off already. But it's okay. My goal is to have my car paid off by the end of April and have all of my credit cards paid off, and be able to see my $500 now. So I'm super excited about that. And so you guys should definitely stay tuned for that journey. But I definitely did begin to start paying off my car. And then the last thing that I had on my list was to eat healthy. I did eat healthy sometimes, but then didn't eat healthy other times. Going into 2021, that's going to be one of my main goals, is to get back into my healthy living, just so that I can be healthy, because I do have a lot of like gut issues and stuff like that, and me eating the way that I'm eating now is definitely not working out for me. It makes me get sick a lot, and I know better, and just sometimes I don't do better. So those were my goals, you guys, for 2020. So I think I did very good, because I think it was really just two things that I really didn't accomplish. Okay, let's say eating healthy, I didn't. So 3 things that I didn't really accomplish out of the 12 things that I set out for myself in 2020. So hooray to me, because I did so well. So I hope that in 2021 I am able to accomplish all of the goals that I set out for myself. If you guys had some 2020 goals that you accomplished or didn't accomplish, comment down below. I would love to know what some of your goals were and what you guys were able to accomplish in 2020. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Don't forget to like this video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.